Hi Geminis, this is Tarot with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for February 2023. Like always, I will rely on Tarot for your overall messages, and I'm also using some oracle cards. Please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just get down to your reading. I think the final days of January stepping into February was a very dramatic period because we do have the Wheel of Fortune. We did clarify the wheel, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Possibly, you were someone who was getting worked up on account of the excess work that you had on your plate. Maybe you had to decide quickly. But sometimes we need not take too many risks. Maybe you needed to follow your own intuition instead of relying on other people's advice. Sometimes, you may have also felt why everything goes haywire or why everything goes antagonistic to what you desire in life. All in all, I believe that was a mixed period for many of you. Obstacles to overcome this month, we have the Three of Swords. It would be imperative for you to weigh your words carefully. This lady, she seems to be distressed or she seems to be in mourning, and this flower has swords on it, so things may not go according to your wishes. You do desire something, but then the universe has other plans for you. It is going to be a very hectic month. Maybe you should also be prepared because there could be some setbacks which could be emotionally draining. Even in personal relationships, avoid drifts with others. Sometimes we can say something in the heat of the moment and it could be detrimental to our relationships. I think you also need to safeguard your health. Influences for this month, we have the Hermit card. This is a major arcana card, and this Hermit means that you need to step back, you need to retreat from certain situations. Maybe it is giving you time to ponder over things. It's giving you the chance to reflect on what's coming about in your life or what's going on. Sometimes, you also need to hold your tongue because it's quite likely that you may differ or disagree with what is being said. The best way forward, Geminis, is to apologize and to move on, to let bygones be bygones. The work pressure will definitely mount on you. Maybe there's no help at hand and you're being saddled with excessive work. I think in financial dealings also, you should keep your opinions to yourself. Maybe you despise the restrictions that are there in your life. You may also feel unwanted. That is why you prefer solitude. The first 10 days of February, we have the King of Swords. Your responsibilities are definitely going to increase at this time. This is the Swords energy, which is your energy because it's concerned with the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. So this is going to be marked by excess communications. Also, your plans could be altered. Money could also be the bone of contention. Money could create discord. We did outline that earlier in this reading. I think you will also be under tremendous pressure. Maybe you have to tackle issues that come up. You do want to take your own sweet time. You do want to understand the going on before you can proceed, but your family elders or even the boss or superior at work would expect you to show more urgency. For some Geminis, this could also be giving you the chance to learn things. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th February, we have the King of Wands. This is another king in your reading. So this king is someone who is very creative, who is very authoritative. You need to promote your talents. You need to ask your family members or acquaintances to do the same. Maybe there are work opportunities, but then the money on offer may not be up to your liking, but something is better than nothing. Work-related recognition is also on the cards in this time. Maybe your boss is also someone who underestimates your talent, but then you're going to prove a thing or two. I think you also need to be collaborative when it comes to work. As a leader of the pack, I think you're someone who is not going to tolerate nonsense. Maybe you're also going to catch those workers who are flouting the rules. Other than that, Geminis, this is also the time to thrash issues, even if there have been an angry exchange with someone. The universe does give us a chance to remedy the situation, and 11th to 20th February is the time when you can do that. From 21st to the end of the month, you're moving from turbulence to calmer waters, or like the Six of Swords, many of you could also be making travel plans. You could be commuting great distances. Basically, this energy is asking you to be prepared to sail with the changes. Sometimes we think that we may not be able to accomplish our ends, but at the last minute everything falls in place. So be prepared for sudden activity. You have to have a flexible approach. Official paperwork, technical work is also going to keep you busy. I think your responsibility is also going to increase on account of the ill health of a family member. There's also an energy shift which you should guard against, so maybe you should do some aura cleansing this month. Maybe some of you could also suffer from stomach ailments. Digestive system could also be a cause for concern for some Geminis. With respect to your love life, I have this card, blind side. Possibly, some of you could be feeling as though you've been left in the cold, or you don't have the answers which you desire from your person. This person has just left you to your own devices without explaining himself. That's why we do have the Three of Swords here. Maybe that is why you're also in the hermit mode. We also have this card, living in a fool's paradise. I think Geminis, you should be realistic with respect to your love life. We do build castles in the air, but then those castles could come tumbling down, or the bubble could burst. Like the imagery here, we have bubbles. If somebody pricks those bubbles, then it will burst. So you should be more practical with respect to a connection. Maybe you're coming across to someone who is very persuasive. I think you do want this person you fancy to reciprocate, but then this card is asking you to be more pragmatic. Many of you could also be leaving someone out in the cold with this card, blindside. Maybe you're not open with respect to your feelings. That is why we also have this card, our connection still affects me. Someone is smitten, someone cares deeply about you, but then maybe you're not going to give this person a chance. This person definitely feels that you have left an imprint in his life. I think in case you're on and on again, off again relationship, the universe is giving you that chance to rekindle the romance. Maybe this person is also going to admit, we did talk about burying your differences. So in case there's been an issue in your relationship, reconciliation can also happen between 11th to 20th. Maybe you're also making travel plans to be with your person. Sometimes you're willing to go the extra mile, or we are willing to go halfway around the world to be with our person. Love does do such things to us. Some Geminis could also hear from an ex-flame wanting to reconnect with you, but then maybe you are not going to give him any leeway. In case you're already romancing, I think your person is going to be there helping you out when it comes to discussions related to work. I think you will enjoy the closeness, but then at times this person could also go into a shell. Maybe you should avoid saying something untoward and be more romantic. For some of you, I also feel that you should be wary of a suspicious partner. The universe is also asking you to protect yourself. We have this card, seashell. I did talk about an energy shift. I did talk about spiritual practice. And this seashell talks about using salt water as the ideal remedy to combat those negative emotions. Hard work ahead is the message from the Divine Messages Oracle. Like the ants who are always toiling and working hard, you need to work hard. There could be legal documents or contracts that you will sign this month. There could also be influential men in your life. You need to be patient when it comes to work. You need to do the hard work or the groundwork. Incidentally, the last card in this reading is Grizzly Bear Power. I am indestructible. You are coming across as someone who has the know-how to be the leader. I think you are going to be like the King of Wands, a bit bossy and authoritative, or like the King of Swords. You need to trust your intuition. You know the bear also holds for the winter season when it hibernates. So likewise, I think you should ensure that you have enough. It's also reminding you that love and gentleness are your real strength. You're not someone who will give up. You will succeed. So continue putting in the hard work and you'll get ahead this month. I hope Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.